Addicted to work. Always on. Still empty. Why? You're tired. You're stuck. You've normalized being burnt out. Let's observe why, and figure out what comes next. They call it productivity, but I've observed symptoms that suggest something closer to dependence. A pattern, a cycle, a glitch. Work doesn't end at 5 p.m. It bleeds into dinner, into dreams, into every quiet space they once reserved for living. They wear busy like armor, say it with pride, use it to block connection, as if stillness is betrayal. Tasks multiply faster than they're completed, and the reward for finishing one project is starting the next. Immediately. Even rest has rules now. Vacations are scheduled like war plans. Meditation is tracked. Relaxation must be efficient. Almost everything will work again if you unplug it for a few minutes, including you. Anne Lamott. They unplug machines, but not themselves. One human suggested they try both. They clapped, then checked their email. Ask them who they are and they tell you what they do. Work is no longer a task, it's identity. Without output, they feel invisible, irrelevant, like they've vanished from the map of worthiness. To stop feels wrong. To rest feels dangerous. Inaction becomes a crime against ambition. Free time gets filled with fake urgency. Inbox zero is a performance, a badge, a way to feel in control. Fun is now a checkbox, something to get in before burnout resumes on Monday. They fear doing nothing, because nothing makes them ask, "Who am I?" when there's no one to impress. They say, "I'm so busy," but I wonder, are they proud? Or are they just afraid of being still? What if it's not love for work, but fear of silence? What if silence is where the real questions live? Work used to be survival, then it became status. Now it's mistaken for identity, and that's when the spiral begins. Because the system doesn't reward balance, it rewards overreach, over-effort, overwork. Collapse is part of the climb. They confuse productivity with purpose, motion with meaning, but you can spin in place and still feel dizzy. Their philosophers seem to sense this too. Beware the barrenness of a busy life. Socrates. They fear being unproductive, not because they're lazy, but because they've been trained to believe stillness is failure. Burnout isn't rare, it's routine, a checkpoint, a moment when their body says no, but their calendar says yes. They respond to this with apps, trackers, lists, more control, more doing. It's not healing, it's a smarter hamster wheel. Work becomes a buffer against self-reflection. If I'm busy, I don't have to ask why I feel empty. Some believe rest must be earned, but if you're always proving, when do you get to just be? They overcommit to feel important. They say yes to feel wanted. They say I'm fine to stay useful. Even outside work hours, they keep checking email, calendar, likes. Work is in their pocket, whispering, waiting. They're haunted by expectations they never agreed to. Ghost deadlines, phantom pressure, a fear of disappointing no one specific. Quitting feels like disappearing. Saying no feels like weakness. Boundaries feel like guilt, so they continue. Not because they love it, but because they don't know what else to do. The question isn't, why are they so driven? The better question is, what are they running from? And what if stopping didn't mean failure? What if stopping revealed something they've been too tired to see? They don't need less ambition. They need less attachment to proving something, especially to people who aren't watching. A day off shouldn't feel like cheating. A slow morning shouldn't come with shame. Hustle isn't inherently bad, but when it replaces relationships, meaning, and health, it becomes self-erasure. Many don't want to quit. They just want space. A pause, permission to step off the wheel. What if they're not addicted to work, but addicted to avoiding who they are without it? What happens when there's nothing left to build, post, prove, or polish? Maybe the anxiety isn't about failure. Maybe it's about discovering you're more than what you do. Stillness doesn't scream, it reveals. And what it reveals might be the one thing worth working toward. You, without the noise, without the next thing, still valuable, still valid, still here. Humans were not designed to grind until collapse. That's a machine's job, and even machines break. Balance doesn't mean doing less, it means living more. The calendar shouldn't own your time. It should reflect your priorities, not your panic. Doing nothing isn't lazy. It's a skill, a lost one, a powerful one. To pause is to reclaim, not your productivity, your personhood. Start with boundaries, not dramatic ones, small ones. No email after 7 p.m. No quick checks on Sundays. Schedule joy like you schedule meetings. Put do nothing on your calendar. Honor it. Treat rest as recovery, not reward. You don't need to earn the right to be human. Reintroduce hobbies with no goal. Paint badly. Play. Wander. Do it badly. That's the point. Let imperfection in. It weakens the grip of the work identity. It proves you're more than output. Say no, not to destroy opportunities, but to protect energy. Every no is a yes to something better. Ask yourself this: if you didn't have to prove your worth today, what would you do? The answer isn't quitting everything. It's questioning what's taking everything from you. Even one quiet moment can loosen the grip. Even one breath can begin the break in the loop. Healing doesn't mean you stop working. It means you stop believing that working is all you are. Work is not the enemy. Losing yourself to it is. You are not your inbox. You are not your to-do list. You are not your title. Try 10 minutes of nothing today. No screens, no plans, just space. That's where life starts to echo again. Observe yourself, not just others. Reflect, and remember, productivity is a tool, not a personality. Alien Observational Insights are concluded for now. Subscribe for more earthly contradictions.